thank you so much for speaking with me. I'm so happy to talk to you because I'm going to say right off the top, Niagara Falls, one of my favorite places in the world, the Strip. I love going down to the Strip. I remember going there as a kid with my family, going there for the fireworks, New Year's Eve. Oh my goodness, the crowds, the people, the fun. It has been an amazing experience. And of course, with COVID and things have been going on, haven't been down there in such a long time. Saw the announcement. Things seem to be coming back. Congratulations with that.
Thank you so much. We are absolutely delighted. And it's so heartwarming to hear you describe your memories of Niagara Falls, because truly that is what we hear from so many people. You know, pretty much you think lots of people have Niagara Falls on their travel bucket list. It's something they have to see in their lifetime. Once they've seen it, they build those great memories. They create their family memories, family traditions come out of it, and they return year after year. So to hear you actually talk about that is really gratifying.
No, it's a big part. Look, I remember relatives coming into the country. One of the first things they'd want to see is Niagara Falls. So driving through Hamilton and heading up there was always a great experience sitting in the back seat with the family. You know, dad's driving the car. It's like so much fun. But, for me, Niagara Falls, as I grew older, it's been, the entertainment. It's been the music and things like that. And what we're going to talk about, like I said, is a resurgence. Before we get into that, I have to ask you, what has it been like in the area when COVID hit? Because I have to assume it was probably tough just like everywhere else.
I was horrific at the beginning. It was just a total silence in the city, which when you think of music, it's such a contrast to what we experienced right away. Total silence. The hotel occupancy dropped down by 90%. It was quite shocking to see overnight. But the whole world, it wasn't just here, right? It was the entire world. So as people, we were all connected by that same sensation of what's going on. We don't know what's going on. We can only do our best and try and stay together and stay healthy and follow all the public health guidelines, because truly it was a public health crisis. And everyone, I think, in the world, we've all been working together, doing a great job of pulling us out of the pandemic. And now we're looking to those brighter days that you talk about.
Let's get into that. So I'm going to give you the stage because I know there's concerts happening. There's celebrations for New Year's happening. A big Juno Award winning legendary band is performing there too. There's lots of fun happening. The stage is yours. What's going on in the area of Niagara Falls, please?
Well, it's terrific. We're actually launching the Winter Festival of Lights, and that will be 101 nights of the outdoor light show throughout the city. So that's the first exciting thing that's happening. That light show includes 75 separate displays. At the beginning, for the first 2 months, they're all holiday related. You'll see Christmas type displays. And then the beginning of January, the Dufferin Islands part will switch over, and all the animals that are currently over at Dufferin Islands, all the lit animals, they magically reappear in other areas of the city. So that runs then through to Family Day on February the 21st. So that's an exciting part of what's going on. Then we have Music Week, which is the week leading up to New Year's Eve. In that week, and we're calling it Niagara Falls Music Live.
Wow.
And we have 20 venues throughout the city offering music every night on those 6 nights. So it totals over 75 individual performances and at those 20 venues. So the whole city is going to be alive with music. Wonderful indoor events. You can come, plan your visit around your style of entertainment, what you want to see. Every couple of days now, we're rolling out new names of who's appearing.
That's great.
Just to build up that excitement, and we've got great demand for it. So Music Week, or the Niagara Falls Music Live, leads right into New Year's Eve. And on New Year's Eve, we have 13 musical events going on throughout the city. And there's a major one being held at the Convention Center. There will be the big band name, the big lead on it, of course, is Blue Rodeo.
There you go.
Which is great. Serena Ryder is there.
Oh, wow.
And the Juno Award winners that you mentioned, Crown Land, they are going to be there also. So we're very, very excited by just even that one night on its own is a terrific thing to be having. Okay, so I mentioned we have that big focus on New Year's Eve, but in that week leading up to it, we have the Trues performing live. Of course, I say live, everything's live. That's the best part about it, right? It's all live. It's fantastic that it's here. We have events going on. There's some Caribbean style music, some Latin music, Latin dance training classes along with music. Like it's all meant to involve people, to get them here, and all in the background of Niagara Falls is a safe place to visit. And we've been promoting since the very early days of the pandemic. It's safe to play, safe to stay in Niagara Falls, Canada. And all of our properties have adopted protocols that make it very safe for people. And that's the environment that we're creating. So we've got the safety, we've got the wonderful hospitality of our great members who have many, many decades of experience in welcoming people. And we have people anxious to come and have new experiences. Right?
Especially when you name those great bands and the experiences that we're going to have. Talk a little bit about what this is going to do for the economy in the area, what this is going to do for travel into Canada and Ontario, and also talk about, too, just the fact that bringing people together again is going to be a great thing because, like I said, we've been apart for so long. This is another way to bring people together.
Well, actually, the whole focus of bringing people together, you're absolutely right. That's critical. That's very important to the success of all of our futures, to the economy here. We've said from the beginning, when everything is settled down, when the public health crisis is managed, when we're all double vaxxed, and the public health experts give us the green light to return to full on as we were, we know that nothing in Niagara Falls has changed. We still have the same beautiful natural attractions. We still have the wonderful accommodations and attractions and restaurants. Everything's still here. So, and on top of that, as I said, we have the excitement of people and the need for people to reconnect, to get back out, see one another once again. So we believe it's going to have a very positive impact on the economy. And we believe that, well, let's say you're a Blue Rodeo fan and you have a look at our listing of events and you say, oh, wait, I can see Blue Rodeo on New Year's Eve. You know what? The night before, the Jim Cuddy band is playing on its own inside one of the hotels. I can go there. I can make it a 2-night stay. So we believe that we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see people saying, well, Tyler Shaw's on earlier in the week. I can make that part of my visit. David Wilcox is at one of the hotels another night. So there are different reasons for different attractions, different genres of music. And we think that's really going to help the economy. It's going to spread it out beyond just New Year's Eve as an overnight.
Not just that, too, and you've mentioned some big names, either Juno Award winners or Juno Award nominees, but local bands, too, are going to be featured, and this helps them become future superstars, not just in Canada, but around the world, too.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And all of those names are all being released very slowly. We're putting it out a couple, every few days, you'll see there's another announcement of groups. I believe there's a press release going out in just a few minutes, and it's going to talk about the Great Lakes swimmers and the Spoons. We're adding them to the list as well. So it's constantly evolving, and that level of excitement is just raising all the time.
Oh my goodness. How does it feel like being able to roll this stuff out? Like you just said, as we speak, a couple of minutes, another email is coming out, announcement talking about all this. How does it feel being able to give back to this wonderful community?
Well, to be very honest, it would not be possible without the support of all of our partners. One person, 2 people, we can all be enthusiastic. We can think it's a great idea. But without the funding that we're receiving from the province of Ontario, the Reconnect funding program, the tourism partnership with Niagara, and all of the buy-in from our hotel members and those that are hosting concerts, the convention center here in Niagara Falls, without their buy-in and their dedicated support, we wouldn't be able to do it. But we have every confidence that there are people behind it. We put out a call the other day for volunteers, people that are interested in just helping out throughout this very, very busy time. 96 people showed up the next day. It was just gratifying. Like you say, everybody has that feeling. They all want to give back. They all want to be part of the success story of the future.
Just curious, are you already thinking about what's going to happen in the spring and summer? Because if you're just talking about winter, oh my goodness, like I said, spring and summer is going to be amazing.
Well, we think so too. In fact, this music week idea, the Niagara Falls Music Live, we actually came up with that back in January. And it's been percolating in the background all through the year. But we want to hold it 3 times a year. So there'll be another one coming in the spring. So this is the first outing of it. It's our first try. And we're hoping that we've built a successful template that we can reproduce and attract other acts and other bands that want to be part of this fabulous Niagara Falls backdrop.
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for all of this. Congratulations on this. It's an amazing thing. Like I said, Niagara Falls is a staple point across Canada and around the world. Seven wonders. Everybody knows that. So I'm looking forward in coming back, seeing the great music, eating the great food, enjoying the great company. I'm just curious about one thing before we go. Will the falls still be doing its color? When you see the different colors at night and things like that?
Yeah, 365 days of the year. The illuminations are there.
There you go.
And now there's a beautiful show there now where you see beautiful colors of nature. And it runs on certain times of the evening. It's worth looking up those times and making sure that you catch that show.
Oh my goodness, she is amazing. Before we go, where do we go to get information so folks know about all the acts, all the things that are going to be happening? Because it sounds like even after we disconnect, you're going to have more things coming up too. Where do we go to get all this great information?
Thank you for asking. Musiclive.ca. That's the short version. Just go to musiclive.ca and it'll take you right into all of these special events that are happening. Niagara Falls, it'll take you over to niagarafallstourism.com where you'll see all the available accommodators, restaurants, and attractions as well. And we welcome everyone. We're looking forward to opening the doors and hearing that music. Just is going to be fantastic.
Cannot wait. Janice, thank you so much for this. You and I are going to definitely talk again because we're going to talk about what's going to happen in spring. We're going to talk about what's going to happen this summer, fall of 2022, and then going right back. And I cannot wait to say, do you remember when we talked a year ago? Oh my goodness, look how everything has turned out.
I can't wait for that. You have a wonderful show and congratulations on pulling this together, getting people enthusiastic. You're beyond compare. Thank you.